Oh man, I've been waiting to do this forever. Hey everyone, it's me once again. This is a video I've been wanting to do for a very long time now, ever since I learned how to edit pictures into videos. This, my friends, is my top 20 favorite TV shows of all time. These are the shows that I've not only grown up with, but liked ever since I was little, especially one of them. Now, there are some shows on this list that you do not like, and if that's so, I respect your opinion, but as long as you respect mine back. So without further ado, let's get this going. Number 20, starting off at number 20, I have Keenan and Kel. Now this show is really funny. You got these two guys whose real names are Keenan Thompson and Kel Mitchell, and they basically work together to find out random stuff or something. Now this is a show that's similar to another show I'm going to be mentioning a little bit later into the video, but these guys are really cool. Keenan's cool and Kel's cute. Sorry, I just think some people are cute, but don't make fun of me for that, please. But anyways, this show is really funny, and you got this guy who works at the store who takes a name from a show we're going to get into later. So there you go, number 20, Keenan and Kel. Coming in at number 19, American Dad. Now this is a show that's really funny. You got this guy named Stan Smith, and he has a family, and he basically he works as a spy at the CIA, and he works with this guy who came from Star Trek. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Patrick Stewart's in this whole show. That's amazing. And although I do not like Star Trek in my opinion, Patrick Stewart is frickin' hilarious in this show. And also the family members, Francine, Steve, Haley, and even that cute fish who's like the fish from the Cat in the Hat, Klaus. They're really cool characters. So there you go. Number 19, American Dad. Now before I continue, if you guys seen Nick Network's version of this, you'll know that he talks about the show for about a few seconds. I want to give each show a fair minute. So this video should be lasting at least 20 minutes. Who knows? But anyways, moving on. Number 18, I have Bob's Burgers. Now, not only this show is frickin' hilarious, but each of the characters look frickin' funny. If you look at their design, they look really funny. And yeah, they're supposed to have, real emotions, but I just think the characters look hilarious in this show. But that's just my opinion. If you have a different opinion, that's fine. But, yeah, a show where a family has a burger restaurant, they basically, serve burgers and talk about random stuff, and Teddy's supposed to be, a crime guy. When I first saw Teddy, I thought he was, a criminal, and he was gonna rob Bob's Burgers. He's gonna be like, alright, everyone on the floor, and everyone's gonna put their hands up into the air, and I'm gonna get 50 frickin' burgers for free. Anyways, number 18, Bob's Burgers. Number 17, I have Robot Chicken. Now, not only this show's good at, making fun of other shows and doing, sketches and stuff, it's really good. It's just really cute in my opinion. I thought this cute chicken came up with the sketches or something. I always think that. Doesn't the chicken come up with the sketches? I don't know, but that's my opinion on it. But that's what I think. So number 17, Robot Chicken. And they have some really cool sketches, like the SpongeBob one and the Icarly one and the Blue's Clues one. It's really funny. I like them all. So, number 16, Speed Racer. Now, just to break it to you guys already, this is going to be the only anime show on this list. I'm not an anime fan. I'm not like the different colored critic guy. He's an anime fan. He's a humongous anime fan. But me, I just like this show. I like the characters. I like Speed, Trixie, Sparky, Spritle, and Chim Chim. He kind of reminds me of Boots from Dora the Explorer, except he sounds like a monkey. And my favorite And my favorite character of all time is Pops. No, not Pops from a show we're gonna get into later. Pops from Speed Racer. He's so freaking funny, and he looks really cute. If you really think about it, he kind of looks like Harold Slick from the Angry German Kid series. But yeah, this show's really cool. And I know Speed has to win every race, but normally he doesn't. Which a show that involves a character winning every race, it gets really annoying. I'm talking about you blazing the monster machines. Yeah. But anyways, number 16, Speed Racer. Number 15, I have Nye The Science Guy. Nye is a really cool show. I mean, you have this science teacher whose real name is William Nye, which is similar to Bill Nye, I guess. And he basically just teaches you everything about science. Now, this show only had 100 episodes. I would have put it a lot further into the list, but you know, I like this show, but sometimes it could be a little bit boring. It's not at number 20. It's still at number 15 because I like Bill Nye, and his theme is really cool. But I think these other 14 shows are way better than this show. But I still like it. So, number 15, Bill Nye. Number 14, I have the rebooted version of a show, and it's the only reboot on this list. Number 14 is Blue's Clues and You. This is a reboot of the original, which is going to be in this list, but a lot farther down. And this is one of the only shows I like on Modern Nick Jr. In fact, it's the only show I like on Modern Nick Jr. Like, you have this host, Josh, who I already know from the first episode that he's Steve and Joe's cousin. And it's basically like the original, except instead of seeing the characters as 2D animated characters, you see them as 3D animated characters, which they look cool. And if you compare Blue's 2D design with her new improved 3D design, you'll know that in the CGI series, she kind of looks a lot cuter. Yeah, she smiles a little bit more often, but you know, that's what the creators were supposed to do with Blue in the first place, I guess. So there you have it. Number 14, Blue's Clues and You. Now, I always forget stuff, but I was inspired by Matthew Davis to do this video. Also, Different Colored Critic guy as well. I'm not copying them, I'm just getting inspired, okay? Many people can do this. Number 13, I have Tom and Jerry. Now this and the next show can already be talked about for only 30 seconds. But this show is mainly about a cat and a mouse. Obviously everyone knows this. And basically they chase themselves around. This show is really classic and it's really cool. I love it so much. Like, yeah, Boomerang shows it every day, but dude, you don't need to show it like for 6 hours a day. Like, come on. No one's going to be watching Tom and Jerry for 6 hours. Maybe 2 hours is fine, but 6? Boomerang needs to change their schedule pronto. And not just that, not only Boomerang shows Tom and Jerry, number 12, Looney Tunes. Yeah, not only they show Tom and Jerry for 6 hours, but they show Looney Tunes for 6 hours too. Although I love Looney Tunes, seriously? 6 hours? That's too much. But I really love this show, because you have funny characters like Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, Foghorn Leghorn. I say, Looney Tunes is funny show, man. So, number 11 is a show I talked about in the last list, Crashbox. Now, if you already seen my top 18 rankings for the games, well, if you're watching this video first and you're watching the other video second, I'll tell you my order already. So from 18 to 1, they are like Totally Patron Sage, Pooper Scoop, Haunted House Party, Think Tank, Riddle Snake, Here We Are, Dirty Pictures, Distraction News, 10 Seconds, Lens McCracken, Eddie Bull, Revolting Slob, Radio Scramble, Mugshots, Sketchpad, Psychomath, Wordshake, and Captain Bones. So check the list out. But this show is really cool. You got these robots working on these games, working hard on these games, and, you know, there's 18 total games in the entire show, which 39 episodes makes sense. Like, you don't want to keep using those 18 games so many times for other episodes. Although, did they have like 52? Huh, I don't know. But there you go. Number 11, Crashbox. Moving in at number 10. Now we are at the top 10 now. So number 10, I have one of the shows made by Dan Schneider. Dan Schneider, Drake and Josh. Everyone knows this show. In my opinion, this show is freaking funny. Like, you have Drake Parker, who is the cool guy, and Josh Nichols, who's the cute guy. And they basically, like, they're brothers, and they have to deal with each other for a couple seasons. Now, if you already know already, I'm sure everyone knows, Drake and Josh came from a Nickelodeon show back in the 1990s called The Amanda Show. In my opinion, that show's, it's fine, I guess. This show is a lot better, though. And this is a show that is like Keenan and Kel. And I think it's really like Keenan and Kel because, in my opinion, Drake and Keenan are the same because they're both cool. And Josh and Kel are the same because they're both cute. But for Josh, in the first couple of seasons of Drake and Josh, he was really cute. In seasons 3 and 4, he was more on the cool side. Like, in season 4, he looked really grown up. Like, how? Season 1, he was really cute, and then season 4, he's cool? I know Drake and Josh only lasted for like 5 years, but come on, how can a kid grow that fast? I know everyone grows fast, I mean, look at me, but really? But this show's really hilarious, and I especially love Megan Parker. She's really cute, even though she pulls pranks on Drake and Josh all the time, but that's still funny. Some of them are funny, and some of them, yeah, they're not really funny. But there you go. Number 10, Drake and Josh. Really funny show. Now, breaking my 2 favorite Dan Schneider shows, coming in at number 9, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Now, this, I don't really have much to say about it, but this show is just cool. It's a show about a family who lives in the middle of nowhere, and they basically have to watch out for the creepy things going on. And the weird thing about this show is that there's only 3 main characters. You have Courage himself, Eustace Bag, and Muriel Bag. But out of all those 3 characters, I would say my personal favorite is Eustace, because he's freaking funny. Yeah, he calls Courage a stupid dog, but he's really funny. And especially when he gets angry, like, I'll work it. It's freaking funny. I especially love how in that episode Mother's Day where he stepped on Courage's foot and then he strangles Courage, poor dog. His mother grabs him and then knocks him to the floor. That is freaking hilarious. So even though I love Eustace and he's funny, sometimes he can deserve pain. But yeah, Courage is a really funny and sort of cute show. Number 8. Now, guys, this is the only girl show on this list, so do not call me gay for this. Remember, YouTube, that means happy. But number 8, I have Icarly. Now, you're probably wondering, Koryar, why is there a girl show on this list? Well, let me tell you, this show actually isn't just for girls, because Jerry Trainor's in the show, which you already know, and Drake and Josh. He does the acting role for Crazy Steve. And here, he does the acting role for Spencer Shea. And he's freaking hilarious in the show. But don't get me wrong, I like the other characters. Freddie Benson, Sam Puckett, and Carly Shay. They're all good. But Gibby, on the other hand, he kind of ruined the show, in my opinion, but he was kind of cool. Now, if you want to know my rankings from the main characters from worst to best, I'll give them to you. Number 6, Freddie's mom. Number 5, Gibby. Number 4, Freddie Benson. Number 3, Carly Shay. Number 2, Sam Puckett. And number 1, Spencer Shea. He's the most freaking hilarious character in the show. So, and you're probably wondering why iCarly outbeats Drake and Josh. Well, if you look at the episode number count, you can see that iCarly has 97 and Drake and Josh has 56. Like, that's weird. Also, something else I need to say about this before I move on. Sam Puckett looked really hot in the first 4 seasons of iCarly, but in seasons 5 and 6, she started losing hotness. I bet you already know why, but there you go. Number 8, iCarly. At number 7 is my favorite Nick Jr. show of all time, Blue's Clues. Now, this is the only classic Nick Jr. show on this list because, honestly, I frickin' hate Nick Jr. so much. Like, that's a stupid channel. The worst show on Nick Jr. is definitely Dora the Explorer. But if you're saying modern Nick Jr. standards, I would say Paw Patrol. Frick those shows. But Blue's Clues is a really cool show. A show about a man named Steve and his cute puppy named Blue, and they mainly just solve clues and, you know, do mealtime and all that stuff. It's a really funny, I wouldn't say funny, it's a really cool show. So, and Steve got replaced with Joe in the later seasons, but I guess it's okay. I mean, I used to hate Joe back then, but now, I think he's fine. Not too bad, he's fine. Anyways, number 7, Blue's Clues. Also, they had a spin-off, Blue's Room, in season 6, but I can care less about that show. Moving on. At number 6, I have Family Guy. It seems today that all you see is violence in movies and stuff on TV. Those good old-fashioned values on ones we used to rely. I'm sorry. But anyways, this show is really funny. You got this family of 6, the Griffin family. You have Peter, Lois, Chris, Brian, Stewie, and Meg. And basically, they just stay in their house and, you know, sit on the couch and watch shows. This show is hilarious, and not just that, they also make references to shows. Yes, just like Robot Chicken, this show makes references. And it's freaking cool. But, to me, I think they should stop with the Sesame Street segments. References. If you ask me what references I want to see in Family Guy, let's see, I want Thomas the Tank Engine, Blue's Clues, The Mighty Bee, iCarly, Drake and Josh, Crashbox, Edda Nettie, Courage the Cowardly Dog, and some other shows. Those are 8 shows I'm wishing they could make references in Family Guy. Especially Thomas. Like, Seth MacFarlane, if you're watching this, make a Family Guy reference of Thomas. Like, make Peter dress up as Sir Topham Hatt and make him go to the island of Sodor. Like, come on. Do it for your fans, man. And make, like, Thomas and Percy talk to each other. Like, that would be funny. What do you guys think? But anyways, number 6, Family Guy. Really funny show. Now we're moving to my top 5. I can't believe we made it this far. But number 5, I have... Now everyone, you're going to be shocked about this, but everyone knows this show and everyone loves this show. Number 5, I have SpongeBob SquarePants. This show, although it's cool, it slightly has problems. Like, the first 3 seasons of the show are frickin' gold. I frickin' love the older SpongeBob. Season 4 is okay. So is Season 5. Season 6 through 8 sucks. Sucks. Season 9A, man, it's fine. It's fine, I guess. Fine, I guess. And Season 9B is good. But the rest of the show, I just don't like. I'm sorry. It doesn't feel like SpongeBob anymore from the later seasons. But anyways, you get like funny quotes like, "Is mayonnaise an instrument?" Or, "Kicking, I want to do some kicking." Yeah, Band Geeks is like the best episode, while The Splinter is the worst episode. So, number 5, SpongeBob. And at number 4, I have Beavis and Butthead. This is the best adult show I've seen in my life. I mean, you got these 2 morons named Beavis and Butthead, and they have a laughing problem, of course, and they basically, like, they want to get chicks, but I don't think chicks want to get with them. Just like with Johnny Bravo, like I said in the previous list, you know? Johnny Bravo wants to get chicks, but he just can't. And Beavis and Butthead can't as well, because they're just dorks. But this show's really funny, and fun fact, Tom Anderson if you listen to his voice really carefully, he sounds like Hank Hill. That's because he's voiced by the same person who did Hank Hill, which is, of course, the show's creator, Mike Judge. But I really like the show so much. Like, the animation's, like, perfect. Did I forget to say the show's animations? I'm sorry. The animation in all my shows are just cool. The animation in this show is really cool as well. So, number 4, Beavis and Butthead. Really cool show. Check it out. At number 3, wow, we reached our top 3 now. Number 3, regular show. The animation's hilarious. The animation's cool. And the characters are cool too. But not only, I think regular show is a cool show, but if you were a fan back in the 80s and you knew the music, they use classic music. Yeah, I'm not kidding. A show that came out in 2010 used classic songs from back in the day. That is awesome. That's why the show's at number 3. I mean, I'm a huge rock fan, so I'm glad some show like this used some classic music. We don't get shows like this anymore. I mean, Family Guy does it, but that was an old show, so it doesn't count. The modern episodes don't count. So I would say regular show's the only modern show I know that uses classic music. That's cool. So, and it's sad the show ended, but hopefully the reruns return to Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network, who knows. Now, we've reached the top 2. Now, you should already know what my top 2 favorite shows are, because I keep talking about them so much. That shows how much I love them so much. But number 2 is my favorite, not just only favorite cartoon, but my favorite Cartoon Network show of all time, Edda Nettie. This show is freaking funny. I love it to death. A show about three boys who goes by the name of Ed. Well, one name's Ed, one name's Double D, and the other one's named Eddie. And they basically just love to come up with scams to buy jawbreakers. This show is really funny. Like, the animation's cool, and like I said, the characters are cool. The only characters I don't like are Sarah and Kevin. Aside from that, I like the other characters. The Kanker sisters are okay. But it's too bad this show only had like 130 episodes. I would have loved it if they had more, but you know, this show needed to have a proper ending. It can't last forever. I mean, why couldn't SpongeBob just last that long? Like, I don't get it. But anyways, yeah. Edda Nettie's my favorite cartoon of all time. But it's at number 2 because there's another show that I think is way better than this show. And I'm going to say it right now. Get ready. Number 1. Everyone should know about this show because I've been talking about the show so many freaking times that I love it to death. But number 1, Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends. This is my favorite show of all time. And yeah, there are some preschool shows on this, but I can give 2 cruds about that. But anyways, this show is freaking amazing. Like, you have a train named Thomas, and he basically, like, hangs out with his friends and stuff. Now, I only like the older episodes, seasons 1 through 11 and first 3 specials. The other seasons, I don't really care about. Seasons 17 through 21 were pretty good, but the rest of the seasons, no. I guess the show's improving now, but I can give 2 cares about that. So, love, love, love it. And I'll never ever hate it. And I even have a friend who loves the show as well. I mean, I'm 17 right now, and I love the show. And he's 15, and he still loves it. That's really cool. So, there you go. Number 1, Thomas the Tank Engine. Love it. Anyways, that, my friends, is my top 20 favorite shows of all time. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you give it a humongous like, subscribe, share my videos, share this video with your friends. Come on, I want to do community posts. Give me at least 2,000 subs, please. I'm not threatening you guys, I'm just asking, please. So that's it. I'm gonna take a break from doing these videos because I'm getting tired. So, have a good day. Peace out.